In this video, I am going to be building Kirk's captain's chair from Star Trek the original series. Now, I could have gone onto Thingiverse and just downloaded a version, but I couldn't find one that really suited what I wanted to do. So, I went online and found the captain's chair build manual with a lot of measurements and decided to do it that way. So I opened up Blender and went to work. So what I've got here is all the parts I need for the captain's chair. And what we have here, starting with, obviously we've got the chair itself. Now if I was going to do this again, I would probably do it in a different way and actually have the arms separate and just put them down on top. But, you know, I've done it in one and it's just a quick build, so, you know, it's a consideration. But yeah, I can deal with that. But if I was going to do it separately, I would put these on separate. So we've got the chair, little sponge. We got the left and right arms, which again, if I was going to do these, print these again, the way I printed them is pretty much as you see them, but if I was going to do it again, I would print it down like that. Because we've got these sorts of striations up on top, which you might be able to see on the camera there. There you go. So you got all this from the angle of the print. If you do it lay it down flat like that, it would come out probably perfect. But that's going to need cleaning up. So we got those. We've got the chair base itself. This needs to be cleaned up as well. There's just bits of crap on there as well. It's covered. It looks pretty good though. The front is pretty good. The back is pretty good. So those are the main parts. Then we've got the base itself, which is fine. There's very little that needs to do to this at all. It's pretty good. Now the way this works, obviously, is that this fits in here, and it just pops right in, look, and that goes in there, and then this lug glues to that from underneath, and then that holds in place. So that works pretty fine. So there's that. Then we've got these parts here, and these are all printed on my resin printer. We got the intercom there. We got the left arm lights. We got the right arm lights and switches, and I've got some spares as well. So, but as you can see, these are all these are printed in translucent resin, and they've come off really, really well. Actually, they look really good. So I'll get a close-up view of this, but yeah, these look really fantastic actually. Yeah, now we've got obviously the seat switches. Now I might reprint these switches because I've tried to put a little bit of wash on it just so you can see the difference in the switches, but yeah, you can't. So even though it's accurate for scale, put a little bit of a bigger separation in between the switches so they stand out a little bit more. Might be a bit more beneficial for a scale model, but I'll give that some thinking and just see. I might be able to get away with it as is, but you know, for what it is, it'll take 10 minutes to reprint, so maybe that'll be the way to go. So anyway, let's bring you around and let's start putting this together. So after some filling, I've done some sanding and smoothed all these off, and as you can see, I've put these in place here, so they're just a test fit, just to make sure that they still fit into the little sockets that are created for sit in. So those are okay. Now what I'm doing is I've got the base here and the underside lug that locks in here. Fits in really, really snug, which is nice, but it's a bit too snug. There's no turn there, so I need to pop this out. And all I'm going to do here is I'm going to go around this with my rotary tool sanding drum. So hopefully that's just gonna. It's quite a high grit. This is just gonna go around and hopefully just create a little bit of space so we can turn. It's like now inside, you know, you can't, it might be difficult to see on screen, but yeah, I can turn absolutely freely in that, and that's exactly what I need. So when this goes in, that glues on there. Yep, all that's turning freely. After giving everything a coat of primer, I've decided to go over it with some Asian Spawn putty And now I'm just going to get the most of it off. So after a lot of sanding and a lot of cleaning and a lot of respraying, these parts now look like this. They're not perfect, but they do look a lot better than they did. So there's a couple of ripples in here, but I'm okay with that because, you know, it's supposed to be sponge and leather, and so that might be okay. The next job now is to start putting this together. So I'm going to crack on with that. And the first thing I think I need to do is to assemble this into here and glue that in. I think that'll be the first thing. Maybe actually the best thing might be to do is to actually assemble the whole base unit first and the sides. No, I'm going to keep this separate. I'm going to keep this separate for now. I'll put these together and put the base unit together, and then that gives me an opportunity to put lighting in here. Okay. And then pop that in, and then push that in there. I think I'm going to paint these parts and get them ready for fitting. Whilst doing a quick test fit here, I noticed that there's a little bit that needs trimming back. So I'm just using the knife to ensure that it's clear, and then see if do another test fit, see if that fits in. Oh, nearly. There's a bit down here, and I'm just gonna and that should, when I chuck it on the floor, pop straight in. That's a really nice fit. I'm really happy with that. Inside here. Sorry about that one out of view.